Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Natalia Corrazzo Quintilho. On behalf of my research partners Katia Rubio, Fernanda Vivolo Popper, and Kito Vivolo, I will present our study Intentional Experiences in Sport, Olympic Education and the Lived Experience of Human Values in EALF Camps. The objective of this study is to analyze how EALF perceive and adhere to the Olympic values of friendship, excellence, and respect in a non-formal education context, highlighting the potential of Olympic education for holistic formation. And what's NR? Since 1953, NR has been dedicated to transforming leisure into a tool for human development, welcoming over 50,000 campers annually. With 2 units located in the Mantiqueira Mountains, we offer educational proposals that go far beyond fun. We seek the integral development of the individual through harmonious coexistence. Our educational programs and holiday camps are designed to stimulate autonomy, social adaptation, and mutual respect, creating a space where freedom and safety go hand in hand. It's precisely within this setting of nature and community that we promote our sports EALF camps, where an Olympic education perspective has come to life. In our sports camps, we understand sport as a human phenomenon and a privileged space for developing technical, tactical, and social-emotional skills. NR hosts several programs such as NR Basketball Camp, NR Volleyball Camp, and Soccer Camp partnerships. We aim to combine technical excellence offered by a team of renowned coaches with the perspective of professional athletes who are there not just for performance, but because they believe in and embrace our proposal for integral development. And our sports camps are committed to put in practice the academic research developed by the Olympic Studies Group at the University of São Paulo, and in other words, we transform the playing field into a space for scientific application where the theory of Olympic education materializes into the real experience of each camper. Here are the 3 sports camps currently developed by NR. NR Basketball Camp, developed since 2018 with the Rafael Baby Academy and in and out training, has impacted over 800 campers with direct support from former NBA athlete Baby Araújo and Olympian Alessandro Oliveira. In soccer, our trajectory dates back to 2011 with over 3,000 participants. Today, we consolidated through the PSG Academy following a history of partnership with clubs like Barcelona, Milan, and Juventus. Finally, NR Volleyball Camp, our most recent project in partnership with Develop Agency, which has already reached 165 participating athletes in just a year and a half since its launch in 2025. To conduct these sports camps, we create a non-formal education environment that allows for total immersion in each modality, allied with the camp's unique culture. Grounded in Vygotsky, we focus on socialization and autonomy as drivers of development. However, the difference here is the search for what I call in my doctoral research significant experiences. Drawing for Jorge Larosa Bondia, we understand that experience is not just what one does, but that which passes through us, that which happens to us, and that which touches. In this sense, our proposal for digital disconnection is, in reality, an invitation to presence. By pausing hyperconnectivity, as discussed by Heidit and Twenge, we open the necessary space for sport to stop being a mere activity and become something that truly crosses the camper, transforming into lasting experience. Just to let you know, during the week that the campers are with us in the camping, they are not allowed to use the cell phones. The scientific rigor I mentioned is materialized through the Olympic Studies Group at the University of São Paulo. Coordinated by Professor Katia Rubio, this is a multidisciplinary group dedicated to investigate the Olympic phenomenon in its social, cultural, and sporting dimensions. Our group is an international reference today, not only for its seminars and academic publications, but also for its work in preserving the memory and history of Brazilian Olympians. The crucial point for this presentation is that the research developed within this group forms the theoretical foundation for the pedagogical actions at NR camps. There is a two-way street here. The university produces knowledge, and the camp offers the field for this science to transform it into real educational practice. We reclaim Coubertin's vision. Olympism is a philosophy that seeks a balance between body, mind, and spirit. At NR, we transform this theory into significant experiences where sport becomes a symbolic time for ethical learning. But if Olympism is a philosophy, how do we educate for it? The Olympic education perspective proposed by our group at University of São Paulo understands that in a world lacking horizons and utopias, educational sport opens a space for us to live in a symbolic and human time of celebration. This vision is sustained by four fundamental pillars. First, the human development. In this essence, we don't just train athletes, we form citizens. Second, sport is a human phenomenon that must mobilize social-emotional competences to deal with the complexity of today's world. Third, the Olympic values are, in essence, human values that cease to be abstract concepts and become practices lived on the court. And finally, we see the athlete as the greatest legacy. They are not just performers of technical gestures, but modern heroes whose life stories have the potential to reclaim values that society deeply desires but has often lost. But how do we bring this theoretical base into the camp's daily routine? We do this through Olympic education as a pedagogical platform. In it, sport is treated as a social-cultural phenomenon and a space for critical reflection, seeking a holistic formation that integrates physical, cognitive, emotional, and social dimensions. In this process, the whole of our culture is defined by a pedagogical intentionality. It's important to highlight that we do not compromise on excellence. High-level technical and tactical contents are the foundation of our work. Our intentionality lies in using this rigorous training as the ideal setting for Olympic values to be experienced and resignified. That is, the technical challenge is the medium through which human value is manifested. The engine of this platform is the I of protagonism. Here, we return to La Rosa Bondia's concept of experience. For sport to be something that touches us, the camper must be the subject of the action. Being a protagonist means being present, a conscious and active presence in sporting practice that allows technical gestures to transform into experiences and learning for life. This brings us the three values of our study: friendship, excellence, and respect. At NR, we understand that these are not just words or abstract ideals, but essential human foundations. However, for sports to effectively mobilize social-emotional skills like empathy, resilience, and ethics, goodwill alone is not enough. This is where we reinforce the need for pedagogical intentionality. A value only becomes a live competence when the educator consciously intervenes in the experience. Without a clear intention to mediate conflict, celebrate effort, and demand mutual respect during daily training, the value remains only in a realm of discourse. At the camp, our goal is to ensure that through this intentional mediation, Olympic values transform into tangible behaviors and social tools for life. And to personify this union of technical excellence and human values, rely on figures who are the living proof of this philosophy, our athletes and idols. This is our great difference. The presence of athletes that are the main actors of the Olympic phenomenon, living proof that technical excellence is inseparable from ethics and human character. By living alongside the campers, they personify these values. Inspiration happens through the example of character, transforming sporting performance into a life lesson. Their presence makes the concept of a whole model tangible. For campers, seeing their idol respect an opponent, handle frustration, and maintain friendship above all else is what allows the La Roça experience to occur. They are inspired not by only what these individuals achieved as world-class athletes, but by who they are as human beings. They are the living legacy that crosses the history of every camp who visit us. We are proud to show you that Erika Coimbra, Maria Clara Salgado, and Silvana Papini from volleyball, and Alessandro Oliveira and Baby from basketball are with us in the camps with the campers. To understand the impact of this immersion, we have conducted quantitative, exploratory, and descriptive research with our campers since July 2025. The sample for this study I'm presenting today includes 61 campers with an important gender balance, 52% girls and 48% boys. The average age was 14 years old, a crucial stage for internalizing values. It's interesting to note that the vast majority, about 93%, are non-federated athletes, which reinforces the non-formal education character of the camp. We also had a mix of 39 first-time campers and 22 returning campers. The data were collected in the context of volleyball, soccer, and only 2 athletes from basketball answered the test, using the Olympic Education and Value Scale. This scale, validated for the Brazilian context by our research group, consists in 18 items using a Likert scale to specifically measure perception and adherence to the 3 values that we discussed: friendship, excellence, and respect. With this methodological base defined, let's analyze what these campers revealed about their experience. In analyzing the overall results, we note a strong adherence to Olympic values with a total score of 3.33 on a 4-point scale. The most significant data is the excellence factor, which obtained the highest average, 3.50. This is fundamental for our research, as it indicates that our pedagogical proposal is achieving its goal. In the NR context, excellence is resignified. The camper understands that being excellent is not just about defeating an opponent, but also find joy in the effort and a commitment to doing one's best. The values of friendship, 3.50, 3.25 and respect 3.22 also showed high and very balanced averages. These numbers reflect how the immersive environment and the intentional mediation of coaches can favor the development of social emotional skills. However, beyond this general data, we found interesting differences when crossing these values with gender and modality variables. When we stratify this data by gender, we observe what the literature defines as well-marked pro-social tendencies. Girls presented higher score across all indices, with a total average of 3.41, while boys scored 3.23. The most striking data is the friendship factor. Girls scored 3.35 compared to 3.14 for boys. This should suggest us that female campers perceive and value affective bonds and cooperation more intensely during immersion. For them, sport in the camp seems to act even more powerfully as a mediator for interpersonal relationships and empathy. This higher female adherence reinforces the camp's role as a safe space for developing these social-emotional competencies. But the differences do not stop at gender. The sporting modality also reveals valuable insights. Moving to the data by modality, we found one of the most interesting findings of this study. The volleyball context showed consistently high scores in friendship, 3.33, and respect, 3.31, compared to soccer. These numbers invite us to reflect on how the intrinsic culture of a modality, combined with its pedagogical design, can shape the experience of values. In NRV, the volleyball camp, the pillars, the playful environment and collective dynamics seem to favor a sharper perception of these pillars. This reinforces what I discussed in my previous studies. Values are not abstract, universal, floating above sport. They depend directly on the ground where the practice happens. It's the intentionality applied to the culture of each game that dictates how the camper will be crossed by the experience. There was no significant difference between first-time campers and returner campers. What does this tell us? Maybe that Olympic education at NR is so intense and intentional that a one-week deep dive is capable of engaging a first-time camper at the same level of value perception as a returning camper. Adherence depends less on cumulative time and much more on the quality of the immediate environment and the absence of distractions, allowing for total immersion in the values. It's worth noting that since the Chromebox Alpha reliability was moderated 0.55 to 0.61, a ceiling effect may have occurred as campers tend to respond with what is socially expected. To conclude, it's essential to reinforce that this research, which is still in its initial phase and will continue to be developed semi-annually, evidences that Olympic education constitutes a powerful pedagogical platform. The findings we present today, based on our scale, refer to our collection from July 2025, but our monitoring is continuous. In January 2026, we already moved forward with the application of the new scale, and those results are currently being organized to provide even deeper analysis. What this journey confirms so far is that Olympic education is an extraordinary tool for grassroots sports. No formal environments like camp, when worked with pedagogical intentionality, can make tangible those values that the digital world and hyperconnectivity have often fragmented. By creating this space of immersion and presence, we allow friendship, respect, and excellence to stop being abstract concepts and become experiences that touch and transform the camper. Ultimately, What we seek through this platform is to promote true human flourishing, preparing camps not just for the game, but for the complexity of life. To close this presentation, I would like to leave you with a reflection by Pedro Bial, a Brazilian journalist and writer who recently published the biography of Eternal Isabel Salgado. He says that sport seeks to show how the sporting experience he reflects and derives from another dimensions of the human experience, those that lie beyond sport, yet can only be reached through the make-believe of a brief, playful life. I believe this sentence summarizes the soul of work at NR. The camp is, by definition, the brief and playful life. It is in an environment of immersion, surrender, and presence that the camper finds a safe space to experiment with who they are and who they can be. Through the game, we reach what is beyond the game: respect, friendship, and the constant search for one's best version. It's for this human flourishing inside and outside the courts that we continue research and educating.